All right.
All right, we're
Scooch you
on.
on over, baby. Okay, how's that YouTube? Is it going? Is there a way you can check YouTube and see if we're going? Thank you for the water.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Hello, guys. Welcome, babe. Say hi.
Hi, everyone.
So many people can call out some names, whether.
I'm trying to look on YouTube real quick. Hold on, I'll look on YouTube in a second. Hello, your favorite trans queen and Melissa Deanne. How are you guys? Hope everyone had a good weekend.
Okay. Welcome, welcome. So as you can see today, I've guys, thank you for the hearts. Hello, thank you for being here. Alexa joined. Thank you, Alexa. Matthew, hello. Thank you for the likes. To Bree. All right, good, good. Thank you for being here. Hello, Matthew. So you can see I didn't do a lot of the makeup yet, so I was going to do a lot of my makeup today while we talk. I know a lot of times I'm just already all dolled up, and I don't really see that process, or hear. Thank you. Hear my my change, maybe in personality or tone or whatever. So I think it is interesting to transition from Kevin to Alyssa. If you're brand new, thank you for being here. My name is Alyssa. When I'm dressed, my name is Kevin. When I'm still a boy, this is my wife Andrea. We've been married almost for 26 years. It'll be 26 years in a couple of days. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm loving the hoops. Yes. You're so confused. Well, okay, so thank you for being here and staying even confused. So let me explain what's going on. So about 4 months ago, at the beginning of the year, I stepped out of corporate America as Kevin, as a male, because I've always felt my whole life that a feminine world would be very, very good for me. And I got to experience that in little tiny doses throughout throughout my 50 years. I'm 50 years old. So, I got to experience little doses of that as we could in our marriage. And about 4 months ago, I said, I've got to step down. I've got to step away and see how much more I need to dress in order for me to feel whole. And so I just wanted to share this experience with you. And, I don't know. We don't have the answers, but we're going to have the experience. So you might as well witness it with us and see how it goes. So thank you for being here. I hope that if you're here very long, you won't stay confused. Yes, I'm 50. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. My wife is a master esthetician, so I get a lot of love, that way. Oh, I love that already. Thank you.
Fun, Garland. So Melissa said that she just got back from her cruise, and 76 people are receiving counseling from her.
Oh my gosh. Melissa, thank you guys. Do you understand what that means? So we had a therapist on here with us who joined in, and she made her services, her perspective, her love, her compassion available to this neighborhood. And 76 people have reached out and said, hold me for just 1 second, help me feel whole. And she did it. Melissa, thank you. You are exactly the person that we need in this neighborhood. So thank you for being so amazing. Alejandro, thank you for being here. Hello, perfectly 840. Thank you for being here. So listen, while Andrea reads some of the comments and welcomes you as you come aboard, I'm just going to keep doing my makeup really fast so we can just get right into it.
Everyone's being so sweet.
Now we do lashes and everything, so that's always risky live. Lashes are risky live. So I did almost nothing. All I've done so far is a foundation, which the foundation that I use is this CoverGirl Clean.
People are asking if you're a girl or a guy.
Well, I was born a guy, and in just a few minutes, I'm going to look a lot more like a girl. I'm still going to sound like a guy, but I'm going to look a lot more like I feel on the inside. So the voice doesn't exactly match the feelings on the inside, but the outside is going to look a little bit better in a few minutes. So
they're asking if you're gay then.
No, I'm not gay, and yes, we are intimate. That's not we don't get into that topic very deep or very much. Thank you. Oh, a train. Thank you, Holly. That's so amazing. But thank you for asking about the intimacy and being gay, because it gives me an opportunity to point out a very, very strong distinction that everyone really, really needs to understand if they're going to understand the transgender scenario. So, gender identity is who you go to sleep as. Sexual orientation is who you go to sleep with. Oh, thank you for those. So, they're two different things completely, but I know it's very, very confusing. So, I appreciate you asking. Okay, I'm just going to hurry. I'm just going to hurry and do a little bit more.
Do you like elf products?
You know what? I bought an elf product today. It's this one right here, and I did not use it. It's been a very, very busy day, but it's this elf power grip. So this is like a primer. It's like an eyeshadow primer. So I bought this today, and I have not used it yet, but I'm gonna do it, and then I'll let you know how that goes, and I'll play it, again. Okay, I'm gonna throw on some eyeshadow and stuff really quick. I'm not gonna go super glammy. All I want to do is get the wig on. When the wig's on, then I feel whole. Before the wig's on, I just feel like kind of halfway done.
I'm Andrea, by the way, for those of you asking. We have a viewer who says, my nephew is 32 and has transitioned into my niece. Oh, how I love to see her finally happy. Oh, bless you. That's so
bless
special.
You, for real, for real. And I appreciate you taking that perspective.
Yes. They like that primer.
Oh, really? Good.
Hi, Whammy44. Thank you. Holly O. Jack said she just got that primer herself, and it's the best.
Really? That's amazing.
That's good to know.
Thank you.
100% perfect.
I'm going to have to get another one of these palettes. So the palette that I'm using right now, it's an Ulta palette.
Hey, I ordered one of those for you.
Yeah, where is that? Yeah, where is that? But it is the best pigmented powder out there. I'm telling you, I have piles of different powders, Clinique and Marc Jacobs and all kinds of stuff. And this is some of the best pigmented powder out there, period. I don't even think they make this palette anymore, but if you stumble across this, it's worth it just for the black. It's so hard to find a true black, and this is actually a black pigment. It holds it very, very well. But you can see I'm almost out of this Courtney color because I love it. I love it on my eyes.
I'll have to look in my cart and see where it's at. They don't make it anymore, so I had to go and on eBay and all those places to try to find one that wasn't used. It's weird how people sell used eyeshadow and stuff, but you can sanitize it, but that just seems like a lot of work. Emmanuel, how you say it? You should try the Rare Beauty eyeshadow palette.
Really? Rare Beauty, huh?
Yes.
All right.
I got that in the Elf eyeshadow is amazing too. Is it hard for your wife to understand how you felt inside when you first told her? When we were first together dating and first part of our marriage, there really wasn't a word for it. But Allyssa did say that she was, attracted to more feminine things. And so we I've said this before, we kind of transitioned together as we've tried to figure things out and that kind of stuff. So she didn't know how to explain it. I didn't understand. But as it came about, I just offered her things that I thought were important as a girl. So that's how it was. And it wasn't really a weird thing. It was like, I just want to feel more feminine. I want this, I want that. And then, I don't know, 18 years later, the word transgender came out and we were like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So, there's a lot of different things that we called ourselves before that because there wasn't words, but.
And it's a really interesting point because back then, what would I have said? Would I have said, hey, hon, look, I'm a transvestite? Because that's really the only term that was, back there. I'm 50 years old. So, when I'm looking into this at 20 years old, 30 years ago, all there is transvestite. And I'm like, I don't know that totally feels like me. Cross-dresser, I do enjoy dressing as a girl. So does that make me a cross-dresser? That's probably the closest thing that that I've heard that somebody else is experiencing at the same time. So, I understand people who are very slow to pick their pronouns because, I mean, how hard is it for you to really define yourself? If you're going to say, I'm going to give you a word and then that's going to define me, that's a really, really hard thing to say. So I don't say non-binary or gender expansive or any of those things, although all of them are true. Gender fluid, all of those things are true. I just say transgender because it's so broad.
Well, thank you for the flowers.
Okay, I put on a little bit of mascara already. So I'm going to...
It's disrespectful to you. Is it disrespectful to you if I refer to Mormonism as a cult?
No, I don't. It's very hard to challenge me. I think you should feel about Mormonism however they've earned. And, by their fruits you shall know them. So I will never try to interfere with your definition of Mormonism or what it means to you. I was a member of that church for a very, very long time, very active. And, I don't think that it's a healthy church for the LGBTQ community. And simply because the thing with the Mormon church is, they offer access to different parts of heaven and different, celestial things. And in order to do that, you have to only support what the church's guidelines are. So part of the interview questions for achieving the highest levels in that church are, do you support anybody or anything that the church disagrees with? And so I think that any church or any group that asks their people not to support their people, I just don't think is healthy for this community. It has nothing to do with their doctrine. Their doctrine could be good, it could be bad. It's not relevant. It doesn't matter if it's all good. The bottom line is nobody should even be allowed to feel like less. If a church allows you to feel like less, then it's the wrong church, mentally, for health purposes for this community. And, there's probably going to be a realignment because now almost every family has somebody in that LGBTQ community in it. So everybody's going to have to choose between, loyalty to the church or their people. And that's not my fight. That's not my fight. I don't get involved with it. That's just a reality of it. But, right now for the LGBTQ community, it's not a church that is supportive. And any church that asks their people not to support that community, I just think is dangerous. It's dangerous because this is a community that has a lot of suffering in it, and we need an olive branch, not a stick, to beat us with. So, okay.
We have a follower who just started transitioning in January.
Oh yay! Congratulations.
The love you guys have. Oh,
thank you. I'm gonna put on these lashes right here. These are not the ones that I always wear, but I'm out of the ones that I always wear. And so these ones are Ardell. They're little wispies. Now, I'm going to show you a trick here, and this is possibly one of the most important parts of putting on lashes successfully, and that's simply how you take it off of this tray. A lot of people just grab one side and just peel it off, and it makes your band go a screwy shape, right? All of a sudden, you're trying to glue on the shape of, Florida, and that's crappy. So the best way to take this off is to bend it back and to grab as many lashes as you can and pull it straight off so that it keeps the integrity of that shape like the natural eye. So that is if you screw that up, well, every time you use that lash, it's going to be, like shooting pool with a rope. You'll be, pushing and pulling and digging and scratching. You won't even know which way to get that on there. So that's the right way to take that off, in my opinion.
Thank you for the
Thank you for those.
So we haven't done the palette giveaway yet. That one is for our 35,000 viewers. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes.
So go on and follow so we can get the giveaway given out.
Facts.
That will be fun.
Now the glue, I use two different glues. Okay, so the first glue that I use is called Super Strong. Super Strong. And this is I Envy. It looks like the brand is I Envy. And so I'm going to put it on very generously here first, and then I'm going to actually use a different glue as well. And that's how I found that I don't have to have a problem with them.
Where's your hair? She's going to put it on in a minute after she finishes her makeup.
Yeah, so we did it mostly a video today on one of my wigs. I'm going to put it out tomorrow.
Thank you, Vicky. Vicky Straws.
Vicky, thank you.
I'm not sure which one. So cute.
The lashes are always a tough thing to do live, especially if you got fluttery eyes. I like to put a lot of glue on and then let it sit for a while.
Yes.
So I'm going to bend it back.
She's way more patient with her lashes.
And then pull it all the way forward so it keeps this really, really nice shape to it. I'm going to throw this away.
Who taught you how to do your makeup?
I just self-taught.
Yes.
Just self-taught. Remember, there was no internet. There was no Google. There were no YouTube. There were no tutorials. Like back in the day, when I was figuring this out, rocks were still soft. That's how old I am. That's how long ago it was.
Hi, Andrew.
Hey, whatever happened to Kyle?
I'm not sure.
We never even did a live together.
Love that glue, someone says.
It is a really good glue.
Cheryl loves dogs 82. Oh, thanks for the flowers.
Yes, thank you. So I'm pretty generous with the glue because I'm gonna let it dry for a while.
Thank you for
I don't put it right
flowers. On. Oh my goodness. No, she can't get pregnant.
And people ask me, "Hey, do you wish that you were able to get pregnant?" And the answer is no. No, I don't. That's not what was my path. I'm happy being a dad. I've been grateful for all those dad experiences. But even though I was being a dad and could be a dad, it didn't change the fact that this other world was very special and very tender to me, and that I was very capable of it. So I knew that I had the strength to live in this feminine world. I knew I had this strength from as early as I can remember. I don't have any memories where this thinking didn't influence my thoughts. Okay,
Usually Jules says she's taking notes on how to do makeup.
Oh my gosh, that's really nice, but I'm the wrong person. You should be taking notes just on
that's not true.
On the quotes behind us.
So many new things. I know all the tricks and trades because of you.
This is another glue. It's Kiss.
Thank you, Tommy Ruff.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it right on my lash line, and I'm going to let it dry just for a second. And when this tacky and that other tacky get together, it's like Bondo eyes. So if you screw it up, you're starting all over. I mean, literally, if I screw it up and it gets all smashed in, I'll look like I'm trying to smuggle a tarantula out of this place on my face.
So nice, everyone. Everyone says you're beautiful.
Oh, I don't even have a wig on. Thank you. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I've got to go deep in the mirror for just 1 second.
Yes. So for people who are asking, Allyssa says she's not good at makeup, but her niece did just have her do her makeup for her wedding. So
oh yeah, you can see the video.
Pretty amazing. So if you want to see the before and afters of that, go on our account and watch the video. It's pretty awesome. And she also did the sisters, the bridesmaids. So really cool.
This is a fan. This is a little like eyelash fan, and I use this fan non-stop to blow shadow off that's falling on my face, or to dry the glue, or to dry my lashes. Like you'll see right now, I'll pick up the lash and I'm going to dry it a little bit.
It's on Amazon. Just go Google lash fans or facial fans. I think it's either one.
Oh, it's already pretty good. It's already pretty dry. It kind of clears, but if it wasn't, then I would just dry it a little bit more like this. Not only are you beautiful, you have an awesome sense of humor. You're so cute. That's so nice. No, thank you. Thank you.
We are feeling so much better after being sick. Gosh. Thank you so much.
Death bad. Let me tell you what. But what was good is, one of my siblings, I have 8 siblings. So 8 siblings, all their families were out for my father's funeral. My father passed away. Well, on Mother's Day, he simply didn't wake up. And so he was on life support for a couple of days, and then we took him off of that. And so all my siblings came out. I have 8 siblings. We're scattered from hell to breakfast. And one of my brother's family got it. So since I had already had it, then they quarantined from everybody else, and I was able to go over there and help them out during that violent time. So that was really a blessing.
The viewer says, acts like she doesn't know what she's doing, then pulls out a whole eyelash fin. Facts. That's so cute. Are you Christian? Yes. Do you go by her when dressed as Alyssa and he when you're more masculine? Yes. And I always mess up on those pronouns, and because sometimes I'm with Kevin all day, sometimes I'm with Alyssa all day before the live, so I'm terrible at it. So she got the fan on Amazon, and it is air conditioning fan. That's all it's called. So sorry for the passing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was just talking about you ladies. You've been missed. Sorry for your loss. Thank you.
Wow, those went on surprisingly well for a live too.
That one.
Praise. That's great. Okay, we're getting closer to that wig.
Beautiful people. Thank you.
Oh, this is going to be great. And so the wig that I'm going to wear, it's amazing. So I washed it. It's a real human hair wig. I washed it. I put the Olaplex on it, the Olaplex shampoo, the Olaplex conditioner. Then we did this other treatment here. For the first time, it's Olaplex 4-in-1. So this is it's a moisture mask. So I put that on as well. And then we put on the Olaplex. This is the Bond Smoother along with the number 7 oil. So I did all of that to this wig, and I'm going to put it on for the first time in just a minute. Super stoked.
Yay.
Okay, let me put on a little bit of mascara on the bottom.
The picture was not really at the White House, but we tell people that anyway. Not really. It was at their work. I know, I need to figure out the mods. I even Googled it, and my kids have tried to help, so I need someone to come to my house, hold my phone. Usually my kids do that, but yeah. This is so pretty. Your eyes just sparkled.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are still married. As the kids get older and out of the house, are there plans to be Alyssa full-time, or will you be both?
That's a great question. I'm gonna be both. I could be Alyssa full-time right now. Well, inside the house I could. Not out in the community when I'm, taking kids to, carpooling and doing all those things. But as far as my household goes, my family is completely comfortable with it. That doesn't mean they love it. That doesn't mean they understand it. That doesn't mean they don't still struggle with it. It means that they wouldn't keep me from that if that is what I needed right now. So, well, that's the purpose of kind of us doing this. I've only been able to dress whenever I wanted for the last, maybe 4 months. And so I'm just trying to figure out what that right ratio is so that I can, be whole and healthy and not feel like I live in conflict with myself. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just do a little bit of highlighter around my forehead, and then put my wig on, and then I'll do my lips and everything after that.
Okay, so while you do that, are you gender fluid? I just want to understand that I'm a mama to a trans kiddo.
Yay! Congratulations there.
Awesome.
Number one, you need to know this. There are not any right answers. There's just not. So don't beat yourself up saying, wow, what have I done? Did I cause this? Was there an experience? Should I have not allowed this? There's none of that. You couldn't have stopped it. You couldn't have started it. There's not right answer. So don't beat yourself up, but there is a right attitude. And it sounds like the right attitude is exactly what you have, which is just teach me. I'm responsible for somebody that I care about, and I want to leave them healthier than I found them. So you can consider me gender fluid, yes, or gender expansive, or all of those things. I just use the term trans because I just want to normalize that. I just want to normalize the ability for everybody to wake up in the morning, dress to their strengths, and then go out and win their day because they have every opportunity to do that. So, I personally don't get caught up in the pronouns, but also because I'm walking in both worlds, right now. So, but gender fluid is probably a very, very fair, definition for sure.
I love how open you guys are. Thank you for sharing.
you.
Thank you, Vicky.
I'm just going to put just a little bit.
I wonder if Addie could figure this out.
The moderators.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it has to be on my account, I heard, or on my phone.
That's right.
Or something.
And it's up there.
And we're streaming on it, so it's going to be really hard to. But I need to do it when we're not streaming. But the way that I understood it is you have to be live. Well, that seems weird to be able to do maintenance, to have to do maintenance on our account while we're live. That just seems awkward. It doesn't seem right.
We are monogamous.
So I'm just going to go around. I'm going around my forehead right here because it's going to help the wig blend in just a second. It'll create kind of a natural shadow. It'll look like it'll be a lot better fit.
Do your coworkers know?
No. So I quit my corporate job. So right now my coworker is sitting right next to me. That's my partner right there. And oh look, the host. Look.
Oh,
You're the person.
oh
Hey, Harry. Hello.
Are you gonna help us?
Show you guys how to get the mod situation fixed.
You're so
Oh, with the
awesome.
moderator. Oh, that is amazing. Thank you.
Oh, cute.
You're welcome. So, when you click on the three dots, you know how you have the more on the live?
Yep.
On the bottom? Okay. So when you click on more, you're going to click on settings,
Let's see.
and then
Okay.
you're going to click on moderator.
Oh. Okay. No way.
Yes.
So can you see all this on?
You know, YouTube probably doesn't know what's going on.
Okay, no one can see. Okay.
So YouTube,
And nobody can.
we're just trying to fix the moderator situation.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No,
I'm
no, no.
muted.
It's perfect.
No, you're a genius.
Is Nicole Eggleston here? If you are, say hi so I can see if you're here because I don't recognize your name. So I was gonna take you off.
No, would it tell us if they're on right now? I think you
It
should just.
doesn't.
Okay, if you don't know they're on, so not like Amanda. So
No, I know.
a lot of those. But if you don't recognize the name, you should just take them off. And then if they're here, we'll add you right back on.
Hi, Karen.
Hey.
Everybody's joining my live, but I'm not going live. I'm just helping.
No, I love it. All right, I don't know.
Oh my
Is
goodness.
let me see. I think that's
Take out Addie. Take out Addie. She's. Yep. So that. Let's
Aw.
take out Mitch.
Okay. Are you guys good?
I
Okay,
think,
I think.
I think we're good.
Okay, but wait, before you go. Wait, hold on, before you go. So how do we add him back
I
in?
know how to do that
Oh,
part.
never mind.
That one I can't do.
Karen, thank you.
man. That is so fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I hope you're feeling better.
Thank you. See you later. I don't know how to end it though. So.
Oh, how do she
got
ended it.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, look, there's somebody who says they're happy to moderate. It just went
Okay,
by.
hold on. Mine is paused. So
Okay, I'm going to put on a wig now. So I didn't do much. I didn't do a lot of the details that I would typically do on my face because I want to get that wig on. So let me just grab it really quick.
yay. Let's see. Alyssa, you have many supporters. I'm happy to moderate for you. Okay. I'm going to follow you, manage. So I'm going to add you, Cheryl Loves Dogs, to help us out. Hi, Alyssa. So sorry for your loss. Thank you. A lot of people are asking to help. I only have a couple things. TikTok has some crazy rules. I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch up here. There's a lot of questions.
Okay. It's still a little bit damp. Okay, so whoa.
Oh, good catch.
So this is the wig here. So usually I have a little bit of curl in it, but I wanted to at least leave it straight for a wear or two and see how I like that. But what I don't know about is how the bangs turned out. But how beautiful and clean and fresh is
All
that?
points of view. It smells good too.
It does smell good.
I love that. And it's funny because I used a different shampoo, and that's why I'm wearing a hat, because the Olaplex makes a huge difference. So, food for thought. I love it. It's silky. It's crazy. I showed one of our moderators, Michelle, the cool brush too. That makes a huge difference. That the bell is it. I'll have to go. Do you have the brush up here, babe?
Is it?
Anyway, that makes a huge difference too with the oil. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So, oh yeah, the Donna Bella hair. This one makes a huge difference because it's got these bristles underneath, and then these, I don't know what it does, but it's game changer. What's the difference about the brush? I really don't know why it's so amazing, except for the fact that these bristles, you can kind of see, are really, they're like plastic. And then they've got, sorry for the hair in there, but then they've got the bristles underneath too. So it smooths it out, but it also gets the static away. I don't know if you can tell. Look, I just said it gets the static away. It's because I don't have Olaplex product in there. But you can see how different that made my hair. So brush is key too. So.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So here's the long, straight hair. I probably have to figure out how to do something with the bangs a little bit.
It's pretty.
It is nice. I do.
It's so soft.
It's so soft.
Wow. Good job, babe.
Wow.
So pretty.
Awesome. So I do you like it straight, babe? I like it with the curl in it too, but
it's just fun and different.
Yeah.
And since you can change, you can.
yeah, that's good.
Can feel like curls?
Mm-hmm.
We'll curl it.
We do a couple wig changes tonight.
There you go.
Oh,
Absolutely stunning. They love it.
Thank you. I got to put some lips on really quick. So what I have on right now is I just put on a little bit of plumper. I like to put plumper on while I'm doing the makeup, give my lips a little bit, juicier, plumpier look. So now that that's kind of plumped up, I'll take that off and I'll just put on something.
This is the brush. It's Donna Bella. Did we flip the screen?
Yeah.
So it's a Donna Bella hairbrush. So go to the Donna Bella website and you will be able to find that. It's really good.
Do I consider myself a lesbian? Interesting question, I guess. And I don't want to be offensive to any lesbians or anything like that. People ask me, well, how does it feel to be a girl? I don't know. I'm not a girl. I'm just a guy who really understands girl things and loves to be pretty. So I don't claim to any rights or any inside information on being a girl. Also, same with a lesbian. Do I have a very tender side that I mean, yes, so sometimes when we're intimate, it's very, Kevin, and sometimes it's very Allyssa, and whether or not that's lesbian, I don't know. I mean, it's amazing. I know that.
Yeah. We had a viewer ask, what does your grandbaby know you as?
Papa. He calls me Papa.
Even if it's Kevin or Allyssa.
Papa, yeah. So no matter, and he's great too. So they'll come in sometimes. They'll come right in here, and he just smiles and we play, and so it never matters what I'm wearing for him.
Best wig I've ever seen.
It is. Thank you. This is real human hair. It's kind of a red tint. The lighting is not great in here because of the slideshow.
Hi, Gorge. Do your thing. It's so cute. The grandbaby is still baby. We must love each other to share makeup and hair products, etc. It's true. I really enjoy all of the fun things that she gets, and she's really nice to let me try them out. So thanks, babe. Do your thing. Yeah.
Okay, little liner.
Do you ever do a ponytail? We haven't done a ponytail, have
I should
we?
do a ponytail, yeah. This is this
It'd have to be
CoverGirl
a
like
low
18-hour wear stuff. So it's like a stain that I'll put on, and it does stain pretty good. But then I've got to constantly apply this like lip balm kind of a gloss over it to keep it moist and shiny. So it's kind of a pain process, but it does stay on for a very long time.
Yes, we are together. So cute. What do your siblings think?
Uh,
That's the best lipstick. Yes.
yeah, I like it. My siblings. Well, one of my siblings is possibly on right now. She helps us every week as a moderator, and she just couldn't be more supportive, more helpful. Like she's absolutely inspiring. The rest of my siblings, they love me very much, but they're also very, very faithful to the church, and then the church has asked them not to support it. So, they're in a weird predicament between loving me and supporting me, and it creates just a little bit of a wedge right there. But they love me, no doubt about that. How hard is for Andrea to readjust? I don't know that Andrea. That's a good question for Andrea. She just walked off, but she didn't have to readjust as much as you think, because remember, I've been Kevin 99% of my life. And so that's why it wouldn't make sense for me to just transition full time right now. To go from 1% of my life to 100% of my life, that's not a very organic move. So I need it to be much more organic. Besides that, I need to live in every moment. I would have to skip steps. There's so much to learn and do and experience. And it's all of those experiences that are the most meaningful to me. And those are some of the things that I want to share with you. Guys, let me give a shout out to all the moderators who help us, because there's so many people that can come on and just say ignorant things, not because they're bad people, because they have bad information. And it's so important that we have people that will help screen some of that stuff out. And the reason being, there's so many people on this program that are trans. They're young trans, and they're trying to figure out, hey, what's the right direction for me? Should I tell people? Should I go out in public? And so when they see the hate and the venom, it's very, very discouraging. And it's you don't want to leave this group more discouraged than you found them. I promise you. So thank you for asking very respectful questions. I will answer the tough questions. I want to answer all the tough questions, but they need to come in respectfully, so that our conversation is at least it honors both of us. Kay Tucker, hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. I think I'm gonna show. Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. I was transferring some pictures off of my phone onto a hard drive today, and so I took a few pictures and I moved them over. So I'm just gonna show you some random pictures, because people ask all the time, well, what is this like then? What do your family dynamics look like? You're Kevin sometimes, you're Alyssa sometimes. What does your day look like? So I'm just gonna show you some pictures, and as we talk, you can see them in the background. I should have actually canceled that. Hang on a sec. Okay, so I'm going to go to these pics here. Play with Windows Media Player. Okay. This picture right there, this is actually the first picture that Andrew and I ever took together. Yeah, we had met just a month or two beforehand, and that was our very, very first picture. We were at a dance, and I was, anyway. So these are just pictures of me when I was younger, with my kids, just doing family stuff. We just have a regular family life. When we do this now, I just look different sometimes. That's all. I would never let someone be disrespectful. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do want to address the tough questions, because I do want people to understand it. How old is Andrea? Andrea is 46. I'm only telling you because she said it last time. That's never come out of my mouth till right now, but she's the one that volunteered that information. Okay, you need to know that.
I don't care.
Jadon, thank you for being here.
So cute.
She hasn't aged, right? It's weird. She's like
Except
Benjamin
I can't
Button.
go up the stairs.
She's like Benjamin Button. I don't get it. Thank you, Kimber.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Kimber at 88. That is
Sorry,
so nice.
we had to get the kids some dinner.
So, hon, look at the pictures. I switched some pictures. So,
Oh,
like we're in
how
Vegas right there.
cute.
See us
I
in
love
Vegas with our
it.
friends, just hanging out. Look at Andrea. She's cupping the bum of that statue in Caesar's Palace. Very disrespectful
look
to
how
that statue.
cute. I haven't seen that.
You haven't?
Oh.
So that's at the Paris Hotel.
Dang.
Yeah.
Cute.
So anyway,
I should have sucked in on that one.
so this is where we're gonna ride some helicopters. It was so fun. Went to the Maverick.
Oh, so cute.
I should have cleared these pictures with you first. Look at you up in the helicopter, babe.
That was fun.
Okay, so I've got to put this. Now my
Sorry,
lips
I'm
are sticky,
They're so cute.
so I've got to put this still on it right here.
How cute. I would never let anyone be disrespectful to you. So cute.
Oh, that's okay. All right, all right.
Choking up on and off over here. Oh, you're so sweet.
Pokeball Queen's here.
Hi,
Thank you for being here.
Queen.
What does that say? Alpaca,
Hold on, let me
Kapunchi, Mom. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's so great.
Aww.
So yeah, so those are we have
You're
3
so
kids.
cute, Karen.
We've
Thank
been
you.
married for almost 26 years.
Oh,
3 kids, a
cute.
daughter, a son, and a daughter. And you know, you've seen a lot of them come on lives here and help out in the videos. You know, it's interesting, that picture right there of my son and I mean, that was a long time ago. He's almost 20 now. And but if you can't really see these pictures, but if you'll notice, you know, my smile is the same in everyone. Like, we have almost no pictures in almost 26 years where as Kevin I was smiling, and I didn't even really realize it. I didn't realize it till we went back. And in fact, Andrea pointed it out. She says, you know, you don't even smile. We don't have any pictures of you smiling unless you're dressed. Like, wow. So, see, that's our oldest daughter. She's 22 right now. So these are long time ago pictures. This is at my dad's funeral. They're folding the flag up. My mom's right there, and my brother is presenting my mom with the flag right there. So that was a really precious moment for us. This was a couple of days ago. We just went up in the mountains. We wanted to get into the trees and just hike around, get some fresh air. And so this was just a couple of days ago.
At the sheets.
The sheets, yeah. I have a child that's trans. You have helped me. Oh, good. Wow, thank you for saying that.
Pokeball
Queen. Your child is so lucky to have you. So lucky to have you.
Yeah. Pokeball Queen's birthday was yesterday, and her dad
is
got
this her 21st? Is this her 21st birthday?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Happy birthday.
We'll have to see.
You're so different as Allyssa. You have a glow. Your smile's contagious. Sean, thank you. This is Shanti. Thank you for saying that.
Somebody said I noticed the pictures smiling big when you were there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And it is strange, and I wouldn't have guessed that either. If you would have asked me this question 4 months ago, I would have said no. I'm the same person, dressed or not dressed. My thinking's the same. My morals are the same. My judgment's the same. But the truth is, that's not right. The truth is, my reactions are different because I'm in a different state. When I'm Allyssa, I'm just very grateful. I'm so grateful and humble. And I'm not defensive and I'm not challenged. It'd be really, really hard to challenge Allyssa because I'm just so comfortable and happy. Where Kevin, for whatever reason, it seems to be a lot easier to challenge Kevin, and he's ready to go. He's ready to go all the time. Allyssa, I'll go too, but we should look at purses on the way. You know?
You have a
thank
glow. Your smile is contagious.
Elvira, thank you.
You're so different as Allyssa. So cute.
Thank you for saying that.
You are happier as Allyssa. Peace and love. You guys are sweet. Thank you.
Hey, there's a meme that I was gonna.
How do I resume this? Just resume?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Or go.
Yeah, there you go. That's us telling them that's our very first picture of us. You're what, 19 years old? You're 19.
I was 8. Yeah, I was 19.
18 or 19. 8. Wow. Did I trick you?
I turned 19 when we were in Malaysia. Yeah.
Yeah, I tricked you big time.
Cute.
So, you know, I saw this meme that Dave Chappelle put out, and I was reading the comments. There were so many comments, and he was taking the beat down. I
will look up purses with you.
I have this meme that I want to bring it up because look at, you see the shadow back there. Look, this is that moment where I made peace with my shadow. That was like a really good day when I saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got this shadow. My shadow can catch me all the time now. So that's a good cute shadow. Me. This is Addie. This is our youngest daughter, Addie. She's in a lot of the videos as well in the front.
Oh,
So
so
that's just
cute.
here after live. That was just a few weeks ago, just sitting at the desk right after the live. Here we're at a hotel, so when we're out of town and I dress, I've got to set up the whole station there so that we can go out to restaurants like this and just go live our best life. Yes, we should go look at purses.
You're giving
Just
me Judd family vibes
Why are you-
with the hair. Cute.
Judd family. Who's the
Yes.
Judd family?
Like Ashley Judd, I'm assuming.
Oh,
like the
Ashley
Judd.
Judd, the Judds. Oh yeah. You know
the
what? I can
sister.
see that actually. I can see
Mhm.
that actually. When did you start as Allyssa? Well, Andrea gave me this name about 15 years ago, but I've been dressing just in private, just the two of us, for going on, 26 years. But it was just here and there occasionally. And it's just been one aha moment after the other. So I
We're
guess
learning as we go.
I guess 26 years to answer your question with Andrea. Oh wow, you have such a different look with straight hair. Thank you. You know what I need to do? Put on some glasses and then I can actually.
Who designed your profile pic? The art on your mug.
You know what? We used somebody off of Fiverr to do this, but it's so cute. So you can see the concept there. So here's Allyssa. She's putting a suit and tie and boy clothes up on the clothes rack, and in the other hand, she's got makeup. So putting the clothes, away and putting the makeup on. So I love how they did that because it's just how I've lived my life. Come home in a full suit and tie every single day, and then as quickly as I come, I transform into this,
Thank you,
and then I
Cheryl.
just stay up as
Stop.
late
You're
as
so
possible,
sweet.
just to feel congruent.
You need some diva glasses. Yes.
Andrea, you are an amazing person, partner, and wife. Allyssa was so blessed to find you. Isn't that true? Thank you for saying
Don't
that.
make me cry, you
Like
guys.
honestly, thank you for saying that. It's so true.
Mhm.
So
I'm
true.
not crying. Cute.
Mm.
Hi, ladies. William76.
Have you or will you ever start HRT? You look beautiful, by the way. Thank you so much, Moody Bunny. So I've been on hormones for about 7 years already, and it really is the difference. Hormones are the solution for sure for somebody who's transgender. The hormones are simply not right in their body, and when they get them right, their world changes, their perspective changes, their vision changes. So I've been on hormones long before I was able to dress every day, and it would have been tough to live the last
Thank
7
you,
years
Cheryl.
without them for sure. As far as that is HRT, but as far as SRS, which is sexual reassignment surgery, that is not something that I intend to have at this
Amor.
point. The hormones have given me some softer tissue in my chest area, and that's been nice. But also, I have had a fat transfer, so it wasn't very successful. But what they did is they did a little bit of liposuction, and then they transferred that fat from my tummy and my sides to my hips and my bum, and
Cute bum. Where
Cute
you
bum.
from?
And so they did that, but it's very, very hard, and it didn't take very well. So I lost it really right out of the gates. But as I get a little chubby, so as I go through my chubby stages, I do chub up more on my hips and my butt now, and so it does give me, even when I'm fat, it does give me even a little bit more shape.
Yes.
I have one question: are you guys considered to be in a lesbian couple? I'm not trying to be mean. No, I don't think that that's mean. We're not trying to be in any kind of lesbian anything. We're just trying to just live our lives exactly the way that we want to. And sometimes when we make love, we look like this, and sometimes we don't. So whether that's considered lesbian or gay or bi or just straight, it is what it is. So it's that I need to be a lesbian. That's never once crossed my mind. I need to be thought of as a lesbian. That's never once crossed my mind. I need to be pretty. That crosses my mind a lot.
Thank you. Somebody says you need
Thank
some
you.
sparkly glasses to match your personality.
Some sparkly glasses, yeah.
It's true. That is so true.
I honestly don't know if these glasses are even helping me read that. I can't even tell if it's honestly.
Have you ever been to Bend, Oregon?
I have not been to Bend, Oregon, but I would like to. I bet that is amazing. I'd love to go to Bend, Oregon. I want to go to Depot Bay, There's so many places up that coast that I would love to go to. Does they say Crizzy G? Hi, darlings. Hope you're doing well tonight. We're doing amazing.
Let's see. I'm trying to get a hold of you.
Oh, are we? Yeah.
You can go to our Discord.
No. Yeah. We'll talk tomorrow. I'll reach out tomorrow.
It's pure love. Hi, darling.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on with everything, the funerals and sickness, and basically a leper colony for a while. So yeah, it's been pretty busy, but I'll reach out.
Let's see.
Maybe I need some sparkly glasses.
Yes, you do.
I kind of like the sound of that anyway.
Northern Michigan.
Thank you.
Dogs. And my doors are always open to you. Oh, so
thank
sweet.
you, Marcus.
You have a great smile.
Babe, I'm gonna see if I can find this other.
Yes. We have another viewer in Bend. Oh, about.
Okay, right here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Dave Chappelle quote that he took some heat over, and he says, "I support anyone's right to be who they want to be. My question is, to what extent do I have to participate in your self-image?" And I was reading the comments, and it was just thousands and thousands of comments, and they're all like, "Don't be so insensitive. You're a jerk. It's all about pronouns and this and that," and it was taking a beat down. But I want to talk about this because the reality is this is a really, really good question. This may be the most important question. And if we can answer this question, then maybe a lot of the nonsense and the bias and the hatred would go away, because it's a really fair question. He's saying, hey, look, I'm okay with you being who you need to be. Just tell me what role I need to play. Tell me what you expect of me. What are my expectations? What am I going to give up for you to be who you need to be? And that's a very, very fair question. And I actually don't mind how it's worded either. I like how he said, to what extent do I have to participate? Well, let's answer that question right now. That extent is the exact same participation that you use to communicate with everybody else. When somebody comes up and introduces themselves to you, you probably respectfully use the name that they give you to speak with them. That's it. You don't have to do anything different. You have to use the same respectful communication that you do with every other person. Now, do you do that with every other person? You might not. Maybe you don't participate in respectful communication. But as far as supporting me, what your participation looks like is I just tell you a name, and then you just call me that name, and then we treat each other as good as we can, and we just move on. So people need to understand you don't have to give up anything to support me. And supporting me doesn't mean you agree with me. It means that who I am doesn't challenge who you are, and it doesn't need to. So, I think it's a very fair question. I think you took kind of an unfair beatdown because we need to answer this, and everybody needs to feel safe by saying, hey, I'm good with this. The reality is I think most people simply don't care. They really, really don't care. It's not that they're for it or against it. It hasn't come up. They can't comprehend it. So why even try? They really don't care. But the hesitation is, hey, if I agree, then I haven't yet decided what I have to give up yet. And this is one of the reasons I'm very, very against transgender girls playing cisgender girls in sports, because they're giving something up in that case. Athletic ability is not gender identity. That's athletic ability. And so much of that athletic ability is determined in puberty. So in my opinion, the most fair thing to do would be to compete athletic, at least for competition purposes, in athletics, to compete with those people who experience the same puberty that you did. And, I know that's not the perfect answer. That may not even be the right answer. But that's great for the young trans kids who are getting the blockers, and they're going to experience the puberty that's best for them anyway. It's a bummer for the older teenagers right now who have already passed that mark but really do want to, participate. And I get that's unfortunate, and I want you to have that experience. But the bottom line is, when it comes to athletics, that's not about a social gender identity. That's about physical ability, and we need to keep everything separated, or it's going to get so discombobulating. And a confused mind always says no. What do you think about transgender? No. Why? Because I don't know anything about it. Because I don't know what I'm going to have to give up for it. And so I don't want special rights. I don't want special privileges. Every time that you give me a right, it's something that takes me out of the general population and puts me over here. And I don't want to be plucked out. I don't. If you can give me special access, that means you can also deny my access. That's okay. I think I'd rather just have the same access as every other person. I just need the same opportunities. That's all. So really, what I want to do is I want to just normalize this so people are comfortable with everybody getting to wake up in the morning, pick their own clothes, and then go live their best life. Because you don't have to give up anything. You just have to remember a name that you might not or have been expecting. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for this shirt. Thank you. But anyway, Dave Chappelle, you're still hilarious. And I think it's a great question. And I think that we need to answer it probably first so everybody, can feel comfortable having further dialogue. All right, let me take this thing down right here.
What is your favorite part about doing your makeup?
Ooh, that's good. I wonder if you can see that. That's probably too small. I was going to get into this. My favorite part doing my makeup, deliberately just picking, okay, what kind of a day do I want to have? Am I going to have a bold day? Is this going to be a bright lip day? Is this going to be a strong dark eye day? Is this going to just be a happy rosy day with lots of blush? Like I like that I get to pick my day, and it makes me feel more accountable for it. It makes me feel like it's more purposeful.
And you're pretty doing it.
Oh, thank you.
100% nailed that slide. They said, good job.
Oh, thank you. Favorite part? Thank you. There's no wrong way to do. Yeah, there's no wrong way to do makeup. Listen, if I've got a brush in my hand, then I'm probably smiling for sure. We did a video called Bad Girls where, she's going, okay, what am I in the mood for? And she does this. And then, I'm back here in my suit. Then I'm back in a motorcycle deal. Then I'm back and then at the end, I end up being, a girl, and she's like, like this. And so we actually put that in a video. And that was my worst makeup day ever. Like, that day was a disaster. That video was kind of an afterthought at the end of the day. So I can't even believe that I used that. But it was still an amazing day. And I love the video, even though it doesn't, the makeup's not exactly what I probably would have done had I planned that.
It was so cute.
Thank you.
So cute.
The art of it, yeah. Yeah, I love the deliberate actions and planning of it. As a guy, it's one of the things I love about this girl world. I love the variety. As a guy, you wake up, I could put on any suit, it wouldn't matter. I could put on any shoes, it wouldn't matter. I just needed to get through that day. And I kid you not when I say that, I'm 50 years old and I've never one time got on the internet and looked for a guy's pair of shoes or a shirt or a pair of pants or a belt because it doesn't matter to me. I can just walk in, Ross or Nordstrom's or Dillard's, just pick whatever's on sale and walk out, and I'm just so happy. But the girl world has so much texture and so much variety, and that is the expansion in my life that I need. That's what makes me whole. And so it's every piece of this world is simply good for me. That's all. Oh, thank you for the roses.
You need some diva glasses, everyone keeps saying.
Some diva glasses. I know. I wish I had some diva glasses. I don't really have any diva. I've got these nerdy Ray-Bans. And yeah, this could turn into a spelling contest if I put these on. I'm more of a librarian than a diva. Have you ever experienced any safety issues as a woman? Not really. So I was at a gay bar for a drag show one night with some of my other friends who are also transgender, and I was in Vegas, and Andrea was in our other home in another state in Utah, and and this, so we split up. I went to my car, my friends went to their car, and I'm about to start the car. In fact, no, I had the phone, and I was about to text Andrea, hey, I'm done, I'll be home in a few minutes. And all of a sudden, crack, 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 these big hairy knuckles are smacking my window. And it startled me, number one. And so I rolled down the window like this bit, and I'm like, hello? And he said, hey, you look great tonight. And it's this really big man. And I said, thank you. And he said, hey, you want to, grab a drink or just kind of hang out and talk for a little bit? And I said, oh, you know what? That's really, really kind of you, but that's not anything I would be interested in, but thank you so much for offering. And he says, well, what are you doing here? Why are you in town? But he just kept going, and he was nervous. I could tell he was a little bit nervous and kind of, fumbling a little bit. And at one point, he looked down, and I thought, did he just look to see if my car door was locked? Like, oh my gosh, like he's wondering if my car was locked. He's about to open my door and try to yank me out of this car. And so for just a second, I had this like, okay, I've got, this here and I've got this here, whatever. And for a minute, it made me unsettled. And then I realized, if he opens the door, I'm going to get out and I'm just going to kick his ass. Like, I'm just going to go ham. Like, what am I doing? Like it took a second, but I did feel very vulnerable. I haven't fought in heels. I haven't fought in nails. I haven't fought in a skirt or, and so, it did put me in a little, I felt awkward just for a second, but then I realized, dude, you would just get out and, go ham on him. So you're going to be fine. Good question.
Sorry, I had to stretch my back. This chair's very comfortable.
Hey, thank you. I wish I could see those. I don't mean to laugh, but that comment was great. Good questions.
Struggling with mental health when I was 7, trying to figure out my life. I'm 23-year-old female.
Boy, I think every 23-year-old female is trying to figure out their life, and male for that matter too. That's just a good period. It's a period that you haven't experienced very much yet, but you've experienced enough to make some pretty sound decisions. But also, it's time to take risks. It's time to figure out who you are, and you can figure out in the process of who you're not. And it's going to feel like a mistake, but it's not. It's an experience. So, look, right now everybody's got mental health issues. There's not anyone probably that's not ADHD or on the autism spectrum or has issues with depression or anything else.
Or any
and why that is, I don't know. Is it the hormones in the food? Is it pesticides? Is it the air? Who knows what is who? And it doesn't matter at this point. What matters is the who, and you're the who, and you're at the right place. So, you may feel confused, but you're not broken. I promise you, you're not broken, and you're capable of creating your best life. I'm glad you're here with us. No one knows who they are at 23. Yeah, that's, at 23, I was going, hey, I wonder if I could be a girl. Think about it. That long ago, that was unheard of. There was nobody in the world other than me that had that thought at that time to me, right? There's no support groups or anything else. So, at 23, but I'm glad you're here.
A lot of people are going through it right now. They're sending you love. So, yes.
Isn't it, what did she say, 37 people she's helped? Guys, 37 people from this community.
I can't read.
She's been able to help. So trust me, that's why community is important. This is why I'm so strong against churches that won't allow their people to support their people, because people are suffering now, and churches have figured out that you can charge for heaven. What they haven't figured out is it's not about charging for heaven. It's about getting rewarded for helping the suffering. A church is a hospital. It's not a stairway to heaven.
Yeah. A lot of people are figuring it out as they go.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for all the hearts, the love. That's so nice.
38 years.
Yes.
Preach.
That's right.
Hey, I did serve a mission for 2 years. In all fairness, I did go to Tokyo, Japan, and I did serve an LDS mission in Japan.
This is why someone left the Catholic Church. Yeah, but
Yeah,
God loves all.
and you
That's right.
should leave every community that will allow you to feel like less. Period. It's simply not good for your mental health. It's not good for anybody's mental health to show up to your group, your community, your support system, and then get told or get made to feel like you're less or you're undeserving. Or can you imagine waking up every day and say, "Wow, I woke up again, so another day I disappoint God. God, sorry you're disappointed in me again." You know, what a terrible way to think. What a terrible way to start your day. You got to separate yourself from anybody who will allow you to think that way.
Thank you for explaining the sports stuff. That really opened my eyes.
Oh, thank you.
So nice.
God loves all, right? But Christians only love a few people, apparently. The ones that are supporting that business model. And I'm Christian, so I'm not beating up everybody. I'm just saying it's a tough group because all the hate, not all the hate, but so much hate that we get, it comes tied to a scripture and something about hell. And that's definitely, I'm not on here to do anything that's inappropriate or, I don't know. I just don't understand that.
Yeah.
I had to leave Christianity. I understand why you did that, and so many people are. It's, I don't think that Christianity is bad. I just think that some Christians and some churches are bad. I think that any group that you can find that will support you and encourage you and give you opportunities to serve and to be of service and, to engage in something bigger than yourself, I think is good. So I wouldn't write off Christianity altogether, or maybe it's not Christian, maybe it's something different for you. But that picture right there is me at church. I'm at church in Vegas, and I felt so welcome, and I felt so. It was not an LDS church.
Free. So nice.
I can't take my trans kiddos to a place that could make them feel loved. That's exactly right. That is, Cheryl. Yes, you're so right, and that's the best thing for them. And this is why the churches are going to figure it out. They have to, because at the end of the day, people are going to support their people. And back in the day, tradition was the most important thing. Your fathers, your forefathers, those traditions were sacred. Those traditions were sometimes more sacred than truth. But the reality is there's a decline in that. I mean, think about it. Your great grandparents called it the Holy Sabbath, right? Your grandparents called it the Sabbath. Your parents called it Sunday, and you call it the weekend. So you can see already that those traditions are not as important, and they're not going to be important enough that families will turn on themselves, I think.
You had a cute
Oh,
comment
thank you,
that
Kevin.
said,
That's nice.
one can only wish for a relationship like yours.
Oh,
Cute.
I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky for sure. It's
You are
no
a true
doubt.
Christian, they said, and you're loved by God and by so many of us here. Thank you.
Oh, thank
So
you.
sweet.
That is so thoughtful. It really
Everyone
is.
has such great comments. Builds us up for sure.
I'm Christian, but geez, are the bad Christians loud, ugly, and running here? That's true, and it's funny
Thank you
because
for the
Christianity is not
flowers.
loud and in your face like that. Christ. Oh, thank you for those roses.
Oh,
And I don't want to get into the Bible and all this other stuff, but the reality is Christ was never ever loud and abusive. He never once took an olive branch and beat somebody with it. So it's interesting that they take weird parts of the Bible and use that to justify maybe why their life is so right. And if what I'm doing is a sin, okay, I'm good with that, but just don't hate me or mistreat me because my sins are different than your sins. That's all.
Mhm.
That's all. Just don't mistreat me because my sins are different than your sins.
that's right. I learned so much from you, Alyssa.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your patience and understanding and love. So sweet.
That is
Thank
nice.
you.
I wish that we could get all of the comments on the. I know that a lot of you are making comments and asking questions, and we're not responding because we only get a few, not all of them. I believe in God, but I don't claim to be Christian. They're so judgmental. I'm sorry. Keep being you. No, I completely am comfortable with your perspective, and I think that's a healthy perspective, to have. One of the problems that I've always had in Christianity, specifically with the Mormon Church, is this concept that it's the only true church. And I've asked so many bishops. I said, I don't understand. Are we saying that God is not capable of presenting himself in a different form, in a different name, to a different culture, you know, in a way that is meaningful and impactful and teachable to them? I said, are we suggesting that God's not capable of reaching out to his people in other ways than just what is comfortable and familiar to us? Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. So do I think that when you get to heaven, is that they're going to be only Christians? No, my gosh, that's the worst plan ever. If you're God creating a plan, that's the worst plan ever, where most of your people never make it. So that doesn't make sense to me. What does make sense to me is just living a Christ-like life, meaning, obey the Ten Commandments, and that will be enough. Thank you for that.
Hello from Orlando, Florida.
Orlando.
It's not a sin. You wanting to live your best life is being true to yourself.
Thank you. And I'll tell you what, I have never felt like it was a sin ever, because it's never felt deviant. It's never felt bad. I've never felt, the church says, if you read the church's, the LDS, the Mormon church's, literature, it's just repent and don't repent of what? Let's start there. Somebody please tell me what to repent for. For recognizing what my best life looks like, for being brave enough to go get it, for being humble enough to accept it and embrace it. Like, tell me what to repent for. I wish that everybody, more Christians, figured out what made them smile all the time, what made them grateful and happy and generous. I wish they found that. And if it was as easy as changing their clothes, I wish they would do it.
Right? It's not a sin, my friend. I love it.
It's not a sin, my friend.
Oh yeah, the TikTok filters, we get those. So sometimes we don't get to see your questions because of the filters.
You know what? I think I screwed that up. I screwed that up because when those one terms were coming in, I don't even remember if they were cropping or sharecropping. I don't even know what it was. But people were saying, beware of these. And so I went and I added them into this filter, these words, so that it would filter out comments that had those. But it's filtering out like 1 billion comments that those words are not even in. So I need to go back in and take that out, I think.
Yeah.
You bettered yourself by being yourself. I love that. I'm using that. That is amazing.
So fun. Everyone's so nice. Thank you everyone for joining.
My feet hitting the floor in the morning is living my best life. I'm grateful just to live, right? No doubt. Hey, if we wake up on this side of the dirt, we got a fighting chance.
That's right.
God is past, and I one times him. Does that make sense? God has passed, and I don't completely understand that. Has your relationship gotten stronger? I believe it has gotten a lot stronger, because, like, you saw the pictures. I wasn't even smiling them. Those are my kids. Those are my, hey. I never realized that I wasn't smiling. I was as happy as I had ever felt. I was ready to win the day. I had the discipline and the mindset. So I never felt unhappy. I never felt ashamed. I never felt embarrassed. But when I started seeing pictures of me this way, then I understood that there is a glow, there is a light, which is, Andrea told me that. She said, you'll never stop this because there's a glow in your eyes that I've never seen when you're not dressed. And, so I don't know. Goes has passed on and I finished him. Does that make sense? Stage 4 lung cancer survivor. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Boy, you understand better than most people how fragile life is and how valuable every moment is. My father, went to sleep the night before Mother's Day and simply didn't wake up. And, I went back just thinking, what was the last conversation I had? And I'll tell you, one great thing about my parents, there's no getting away from them without them telling you how much they love you and how great you are and just how valuable you are. That's just who they are. So it wouldn't have mattered when my parents passed, because they've never passed up an opportunity to tell me those things, or any of my siblings, any of my 8 siblings. So, I'm glad that you're beating that cancer. Keep hanging in there. We need you, here with us. You're a big contributor, and I'm glad that you're here. You're beating it because there's something amazing for you. No way. You asked a question, I answered. But don't blink. Life goes faster than you think. It really does. I'm 50. Oh, thank you. My voice is soothing. Yeah, I'm almost 50 and I can't believe it. And which is actually why, I chose to kind of step back and do this. We were going to have, and I've told this a couple of times on lives, but one of the big things that made me step down to do this is that we had a 30-year high school reunion. And Andrea asked me who I was going as, and I said, well, obviously Kevin, because nobody would recognize Allyssa. There's not one person in my past who really knows even who I am. And when I said that, I felt so much shame and so much guilt that I had allowed myself to live 50 years and have so few people that I could have that valuable conversation with, the meaningful stuff, the stuff that spoke to my heart. I think that a lot of people in my life would say, you know what, Kevin's a really good listener, like one of the best listeners ever. And I think I probably get a lot of credit for that. And I probably get a lot of credit for being a good person for that. But the truth is, I couldn't tell my story. The truth is, it's easier to listen to you than to convince you of what I'm feeling. So, at 50 years old, I said, I've got to put people in my life that know who I am. And if they choose not to be my life, then it is what it is. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just trying to surround myself with people that will celebrate me and not just people that will allow me to celebrate them and not celebrate me. The older you get, the less you care about what people think. That's probably true. I mean, at 50 years old, I cared a lot of what people thought, or I probably would have come out sooner. So you're probably right about that. I think maybe I'm just maybe more insecure. I don't know. I don't believe in trans athletics, but your mod has blocked me twice. You don't agree? Okay. Well, yeah, don't block them because they disagree with me. It's possible that a lot of what I say is total crap. Anyway, this is just the experiences that I'm having. You don't believe in trans athletics? Yeah, I don't believe that trans girls should compete with cisgender girls either. That is my feeling as well. I think that's going to set the community backwards because people are going to go, oh my gosh, I've got to give up that. Now my daughters can't even go play with other girls. And they're never, ever, they're going to be suspicious of me everywhere I go for no reason. There's no reason to be suspicious of me. I think that everybody should be able to compete athletically with others who experience the same puberty as them. And, their physical abilities would probably be a lot more in alignment. That's not the perfect call. It may not even be the right answer, but it's people not having to give up right now. And I think right now, asking anybody to have to give something up for me to live my best life, I don't think is reasonable. You don't have to give up anything for me to just go to the store and feel safe and feel happy and have good, meaningful conversations with people I run into because they don't have a reason to doubt me or be suspicious of me.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I'm just gonna.
Dilemma.
Is it okay?
No.
Oh, it's not?
Well, it's fine for us. Addie put, instead of delivery, she put pickup. I'm like,
oh,
I'm
she
so
ordered
sorry.
some food. Hey, so Addie's the youngest, but she loves crafting. She's always crafting, always painting, doing something amazing. So she painted me this painting. I'm gonna show you. I've got it sitting up here on my desk. So she saw a
that's
picture
so
and then she
cute.
freehanded this trace in the picture.
Isn't that so cute?
But look, to freehand those hearts, look at those hearts. Look how great those hearts are just to freehand. So she really is. And so I've got it sitting over here. But what a special
So
thing.
cute.
So, if your family members come out as trans, guys, it's not the end of the world. Your family can go on and they can get stronger and they're going to have experiences that they didn't even know were possible.
Yes.
So if you're here because you have a loved one that's trans, please have a hope because it's so much more fun to see somebody happy and healthy than to try to, trick them into smiling occasionally.
That's right.
What foundation do you wear? The coverage is amazing. You know what? Thank you for saying that. This is CoverGirl Clean. I'll try to shake it so you can see that. So it's CoverGirl Clean, and it really does. It's clean. It smells like Noxema or something, but it does cover really quite good. I've used several different foundations, and I really enjoy this one. It's easy to put on. It's good to work with. I always use a beauty blender sponge. Always get it wet before I use it. Absolutely.
Yay. Thank you guys. So nice. Any tips on making eyes look bigger with makeup?
The darker shadow, if you put the darker, like a liner, like a really thick liner, it kind of pulls. Gosh, I wish I.
Alyssa gave me a tip for me that has helped me. After I put my mascara on, I get a brush that's it's like this, but a little bit smaller, a little more firm, and then I dab it in the black and then hit right on the water, not on the water line, but just right at the edge of your lashes, and that sure has helped open my eyes up a lot. And she gives me all the tricks. So yes, wetting your beauty blender has helped me a lot too. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, and when I don't, I can tell a difference because it just seems to spread easier, and also it helps when you use your setting spray too. So sometimes throughout the day you can use your setting spray to help kind of re-energize your face, and using a wet sponge helps too. Alyssa taught me that. So some do, some don't. I do think try it, see if you like it, but squeeze it out really well. I sometimes get a tissue and get the excess water out depending on how strong my arthritic hands are for the day. But yeah, it does help a lot. Thank you.
Listen, you and Andrea definitely need to go eyeglass shopping. I know that.
These are like, I don't know, 10 years
that.
old. I'm sure my
I
eyes
don't
are
even
so
have
bad that
and I can't
they
even read
barely
it.
work.
Got these blue that they put such a reflection out there. I know. I should just not wear any glasses, I guess.
Nah.
How long does your daily routine take? An hour, if I'm really getting it right and doing, detail. I can do it in as little as 35 minutes, tip to tail. I can do nails in 10 minutes. No, it's probably more like 15 minutes actually, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm using sticky tabs or I'm actually gluing them. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm stuck on the dang eyeglasses.
I know. I need to get some. My gosh.
Oh, what's your favorite setting spray? I just bought the Tillsbury one.
Oh, Charlotte Tilbury. You know what that means? You got money. You got good, girl. You go. I use this right here.
It's so awesome. The Too Faced. It's a really good one.
Yeah, this is really good.
It's so funny.
But as you saw, I didn't use it tonight, or you probably didn't see if you weren't here. I didn't use any setting spray tonight.
I like their old one because it kind of had some shimmer to it, and it was fun to use. But maybe there's another one that people have.
What is? I've got like something weird is going on.
Milani has one with SPF. Oh, really? Huh. That's cool. Hold on, I gotta screenshot that so I can look that one up because that's really good.
Different with this. Gonna try it. I bought
clean.
Because someone said it was good for super oily skin. Okay. Well, let us know. Let us know if that works. Hey, what's up, Madison? Thank you for being here. Thank you. Have you done motivational speaking before? No, I haven't. I did spend my entire career in middle management, and so I've have done a lot of different trainings, and I was in sales, so a lot of kind of motivational stuff and more mindset, more habit, more discipline type of stuff. And the reality is, if I asked, there's 127 of you on here right now. If I said, who believes that you get to pick your future, you get to pick your destiny, but my guess is everybody's going to raise their hands. But the truth is, it's not true. It's not true at all. If that were true, then everybody would be retiring with big houses and boats and yachts and second homes, but they don't. because we don't get to pick our future. We get to pick our habits, and our habits will pick our future. That's really the bottom line. So, some people have habits that gets them multiple houses and big yachts. And, some habits create opportunities. And if you don't have those habits, you probably won't get those opportunities. So that was really a long-winded question or answer. I don't even know why I said all that.
We are married. Thank you for asking. I am the mother of the daughter that Allyssa was talking about.
Yes, this is my wife, Andrea, 26 years and a couple of days.
We're
so what we were going to do, our anniversary is on June 1st, and what we were going to do is we were going to go to Vegas and, not get remarried because we're already married, but thank you for those gifts.
Thanks
Wow.
for the present.
Thank you. And we were going to have just another fun ceremony. More. Yeah, thank you. Wow. Just kind of have a fun ceremony, more of a kind of a picture opportunity where we were both wearing dresses. Not to take anything away from our original wedding or Andrea and their beautiful white dress and the bride, not take anything away. That was so special. And I loved, being part of that.
As Allyssa, yes.
But as Allyssa, yeah. So we'd just be, a couple girls. So we were going to do that on June 1st, but we couldn't make arrangements in time. So maybe we'll still do that. So if you're interested, we got 2 brides. So, there's room for a lot of bridesmaids. So if anyone's interested in going and being part of that, moment, you're sure welcome to.
You need to start a podcast.
Thank you.
Would love to hear you during my drives to work. I think that would be really good because...
How fun. Renewing your vows. Yeah, renewing our vows.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So anyway, well, we will go to Vegas. In fact, what is next Wednesday?
Next week sometime.
Next Wednesday's the 1st. I think our anniversary is actually on the 1st. So what we'll do is we'll do the live on Wednesday. And then after we do the live, then we'll probably drive to Vegas and just, spend a little time together.
Podcast, yes.
Yeah, that would be fun to do a podcast. But what would be more enjoyable for me as a podcast is if I had somebody sitting there asking me questions, because it's so hard to just randomly speak easy for 2 hours. It's that's tough. It would be if somebody just sat there and just grilled me all the tough questions, it would be easier. Oh, thank you for saying that, Alpaca Munchie. Yeah, I don't even know how to set that podcast up, but maybe we should. Still a total husband, no idea of dates.
Because you said our anniversary's on the 1st, I think.
Yeah. No, I know it's on the 1st. I do know that it's on the 1st. I'm just not sure exactly what day of the week it is. I think it might be on the night that we do our live. But yes, I am still a husband, and I will be on that night as well.
Just throw questions in a jar and pick them out. That's what you could do for your podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be good.
You have this top too?
Yay.
How fun is this? Yeah, I love it. It can go down over the shoulders with it, so it is. I like it because it's a little cuter, but then you see my bra strap and I look slutty, and I don't want to be a slut. Not on
Well, you have a strapless bra on, so you're fine.
That's right, I forgot.
Sorry. Oh, it's so
I forgot.
funny.
Andrea, I'm loving the hat on you. Black
Thank
is
you.
so your color.
Black is my favorite color. Only because, we love black as for clothes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of one of those things. My closet is black and black. Not really. I have a lot more, but
right.
I prefer
But you have some black stuff.
a few. It's like a go-to. It's just safe. I don't have to match any shoes or anything with it. Oh, thank you guys. You're so cute.
I'm gonna go back
Y'all, yes. Y'all, we say y'all sometimes. Alyssa's family's from the South too, Louisiana and Texas. So we kind of like to say y'all a lot. Her mom always says the best things from Texas. And
all my people. Hey, please don't tell me I'm the only one here who likes fried okra. Okay, fried okra. Yo, that is amazeballs.
What's your favorite thing to do together on weekends? A lot of weekends we've had the grandbaby, at least for Saturdays. Sundays we try to at least listen to church, if not go. It's kind of like a lazy day for me. I love to have a nap on Sunday and every other day. But
But like you saw, like you'll see the pictures in just a second. You know, we like to do like little hikes. We like to go somewhere up in the trees, or on a walkway, or somewhere. We like to go for drives. We take a lot of drives. Um, just try to
you're
break
talking
up the week.
grits.
Yeah. Fried okra today. Yes, you did, and you're better for it.
Yum.
Fried
Yum,
okra.
yum,
You
yum.
are
Do you
better
dip?
for it,
Do you
girl.
dip it in something?
Yes, I dip it in ranch. Absolutely.
You can.
With grits,
Yes.
yes. Thank you. See, that's my people right there. My dad's from Winfield, Louisiana, and my mom's from Longview, Texas, so East Texas. So those are some good country people back there. I'll tell you what.
Bring us your babies on Saturday. That would be so awesome.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
I miss a very busy house now that the teenagers, the older ones, are out of high school. I miss the busyness and the loud. I mean, not the loud, but I guess I don't miss the pantry being empty and that kind of stuff. But
Waco, Texas. All right.
yay, shrimp
Thank
and
you.
grits.
Shrimp and grits.
Are you active in your church as your female self?
Yeah, you'll see a picture in just a second if you hasn't already just gone by, where
Your
I went to
babies
we went to church as Allyssa. So sometimes I go as Kevin, sometimes I go as Allyssa, but that's not active in the Mormon church anymore. So no, I would not feel comfortable going to the Mormon church as Allyssa. That wouldn't be, and not knowing that every single person that I was going to talk to and say hi to, that the direction from their leadership is to not support me. So to put myself in an environment where every single person around me has made covenants and to not support me, that wouldn't be healthy for me. Even though I may be strong enough emotionally with a big ego and whatever, long term it just wouldn't be healthy for me to feel like that.
I have a crazy 3-year-old girl and a grumpy 2-month-old boy. They'd fit right in here.
Yeah.
Just fine.
Look at that, Andrea. Do you usually use a nickname like Babe? You switch between saying Kevin and Allyssa.
At first, before Allyssa had her name, it was hard for me. Babe, honey, come here. But I do use that mostly, don't you think? I use babe. Alyssa's,
Yeah,
I
babe.
talked to the kids about, like, I was just talking to Adeline and I was like, well, I can't leave Allyssa to go pick up your food. So I think it's just like more the marriage type. Hey baby, hey sweetie.
But
Hey,
really, just it depends on how I'm presenting, and it breaks it up that way. It's easier. So when someone calls and Samantha calls and Andrea says, "Hey, Alyssa's here," she's just saying, hey, when you come over right now, that's the environment that we're in right now. So it just breaks up experiences. It breaks up expectations. It just makes it much more organic, and it flows smoother.
ooh, thanks
Thank you for the
flowers.
rose.
My husband and I both call each other babe.
Yeah.
Do you guys do the seafood boils? I've never done one. Have you?
No, I've never done a seafood boil.
Never have.
Mm-mm.
As long as there's lots of butter. Are you two partners before transition? Yes. 26 years. Does it just resume itself?
Oh, you can just put resume, yeah. I was gonna go through and talk about some of these pictures because they've all got a story to them, but
So cute. I love it.
yeah.
Oh, CLC Chamberlain just became a top
You buy
viewer.
Christmas presents for Kevin and Allyssa.
Yeah. And it was kind of fun because before the kids knew, it would be like a surprise. Okay, I have more for you. We have to do it in our bedroom. So yeah, we do now. Now Alyssa's presents go under the tree with their name on it. So
And it's
was really
great
awesome.
because that's right. And my children give me, beautiful perfume and all kinds of amazing things. Even on Father's Day, I get things that they know that are important to me. And that's special. That's what family is.
So cute. Crawfish, potatoes, corn, onions, garlic, and potatoes. Well, now I'm hungry.
Right.
Oh,
I'm jelly. That's funny. Rephrase your question, please. Oh.
do you find yourself to be a lot more feminine as Allyssa?
Yes, for sure. And it's hard for me sometimes if I'm Kevin, but I leave my nails on. It's very hard for me to be Kevin because it's really the only thing that I can see with my eyes.
Yeah.
And if I'm wearing nails, then I do become quite feminine, not just subconsciously. So anymore, but if I'm Kevin, I don't leave my nails on just so I can still be Kevin. And I want to, whichever gender I'm presenting as, I want to do it the best way possible. Thank you for saying that. Does that say Madison? I wish I could just
Yes.
see it a little bit better.
How did we meet?
Oh, you're not offensive. How do we meet? Okay, so my older brother married her best friend. And so when I went to meet his fiance, she said, "Let me set you up with my friend." Set me up with Andrea. We were together total in the same room for about 14 days before we were married 6 months later. So we met, the beginning of the year, and we were married on June 1st. So that was 26 years ago.
Yay.
Do you wear a bandage on top when you're Kevin? It's called a binder. Yeah, so it's not a bandage. The answer is yes, and thank you for asking that question. So especially since I've been on hormones for so long, I've been on hormones now for almost 7 years, and it did give me, some soft tissue in my chest, and they're not huge, but it's enough that it's abnormal in a suit or just a regular clothes. So I wear a binder, so it's like a bra, but it's super super tight, almost like a super tight t-shirt, but it's not stretchy material. So it's referred to as a binder, and it's so uncomfortable. It's really
I can
really.
do it. I don't know how
Did you see Target is going to sell binders? Oh my gosh, no, I didn't know that. That is amazing. Yeah, wow, that's so incredible.
Wow.
Because it was tough, buying those binders. I wasn't even sure what to look for when I was trying to Google it, and I mean it was tough. There's so much information now. It's
So
really
much.
it's easier to get the information now than before. So I hope that the younger trans kids are having a much easier time because they don't have to learn everything on their own, and they surely don't have to do it utilizing the Dewey Decimal System. They get on their phone, they get on their computer, and everything's at their fingertips. You know, we had to be curious enough to go get it. Oh, that's our wedding day right there, babe. 26 years ago. Right there, that's 26
Holy
years
moly.
ago.
Please stop that hair. That's so funny.
I need to figure out the bangs here. That there's like a little. It's like it's sewed. The wig was sewed a little bit
I'll have
screwy,
to
like right
straighten it
here.
a little bit
Yeah,
on that
maybe
side while it's
the
on,
wedding photos.
so it'll
Yeah.
be a little bit
Oh, it says that we keep freezing.
yeah. I don't know why. They're only for kids and teens at
Verizon.
Target. Well, that's cool.
Would you do a live as Kevin? Absolutely. I did a live as Kevin
Thank
2
you,
lives
Denise
ago.
Foster, Louisiana.
Yes.
We've
I could do a
been-
live as Kevin right now. I could take all of this off right now. We've only got about 20 minutes left.
No, because I want to go out.
Oh, sorry. If I get an opportunity to go out, I go out.
Mama wants some ice cream.
Are your wigs expensive? The ones that are real human hair
Yes.
are expensive, yeah. So they're gonna range between, $500 to $900 a piece for the real human hair wigs. But I have so many wigs that are just cheap, $50 wigs, $100, $200 wigs. So, but this one is an expensive one.
Amy Sieber said we've been married 27 years and I had big hair too. Ooh, the big hair, blue eyeshadow. We love it. We love it. The 90s.
Thank you for the
That's
likes.
right.
I got an A on that graduate lecture.
With clips of
clips.
your video.
Oh, yay.
That's
Good
really
job.
cool.
Fantastic.
Dang. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah,
I
no, I
froze
like
it.
this wig. I'm going to show you the other one though, because we've only got a couple minutes left, and my mouth is really dry. So I'm going to put on another wig right now. Genuinely curious. Do you wear a bandage on top?
They
Oh, yeah.
already asked that
Yeah.
question, but yes, it's
Mhm.
called a binder.
It's called the binder. It's so
It just
tight.
cuts you off and makes it hard to breathe, and postures are really straight when they have it on. So yes, and I can see a difference with the like the wigs, comparatively to each other because of how sometimes if I style them, I can tell that the texture is so different. But
See, so this is also real human hair wig right here. And it's look how shiny it's nice. So I put the Olaplex product in it as well. So this is
so
this
pretty.
has been a really nice wig as well. So I'm gonna put it on.
And with the real wigs, you can trim them. She's had them trimmed and washed and styled before
Dyed.
and dyed, and yeah. So, but we're figuring it out. The Olaplex has helped a lot because they said the Olaplex is good for wigs. So, but it's really good for especially the human hair wigs. So we call them tube tops. Yep. Back in the day, they were called tube tops. I sure hope they stay on better. Yeah, right? Some people. Babe, do you feel like your clothing options are limited as Allyssa?
Yes.
The shoulders sometimes are an issue, just because sometimes it's just tied around the underarms just for all of us. So we like to buy several sizes, and if we can't try them on there, we bring them home, try them on, then take them back and start over. It's kind of fun when we do get to go shopping, and you know, it's been a while. It's been a while. Not all more options. There she is. So pretty.
Okay.
So pretty.
So this too is the real human hair wig, and it's more of a blonde, but it's just straight as
Okay.
well.
Chico's has better shoulder fits. We'll have to try.
What
Our
does?
Chico's closed down for a minute because they're remodeling, so we haven't been in the new one now that they've opened. Chico's have broader shoulders sometimes, so we'll have to.
Yeah, guys, we're thank
Such
you,
a
Madison.
cute- It's so pretty, hon. It's so pretty.
What is that?
Your wig. I'm just looking. I'm looking at Allyssa on my phone, like, oh, you're so pretty.
Oh, that's so nice. We're gonna be wrapping up. Is there any questions before we wrap up?
They said.
Oh, thank you.
Cute.
Thank you.
We haven't put it in a ponytail because underneath where it's sewn, it's hard to pull up. So it'd have to be more of like a low ponytail or like a half up, half down type of a thing. So you don't see where they've woven the hair through.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for liking my eyes.
You must have spent a lot of money on hair and makeup.
You know,
Not any more than any other girl.
You know, accumulatively, yes. But remember, I got to dress so rarely that any makeup lasted forever. Like forever. So, you know, I spend a lot more money on makeup now that I'm using it regularly, and that's been super fun.
Yeah, we all have to try the certain products. But now we get to try it together. See if we want to buy our own.
Dennis, thank you.
See you on Discord. Thank you, Farmer.
Yes, thank you guys. Guys, thank you for being here too. We just got a couple more minutes. Who does better makeup? Well, that's not true.
100%.
Oh,
it's crazy.
You're amazeballs.
It's crazy. If I had her do my makeup every day, people would just be like, "Woo."
Well, you're all looking at the phone saying, "Ah, so pretty, just like Andrea."
Oh, so nice. See, you're so cute. This is why we love our lives. We just feel like so amazing when we're done. In the beginning, it was hard, but we've gotten past the hate, and our mods are so amazing. So
yes, the mods make all the difference.
Comments are just so awesome.
Well, it's interesting that because I didn't contour today. I didn't do any contouring, so my face, you know, especially the wig, it looks a little fatter because it is fatter. But it's interesting. I do look a little different without the contour.
You are beautiful. Please tell Kevin he's handsome too.
Thank you.
So fun.
Thank you for saying that.
I love those glasses.
It brings so much. Oh, thank you for saying that. We want to
Thank
bring
you,
love to the
Denise
world.
Foster.
There's so much to love about this. There's so much to love about this. Hey, we're gonna go right now, but let me share an interesting thought that I had a couple of days ago. This is just random trans thoughts.
We're not sisters. We're spouses.
Oh yeah, spouse is 26 years, so it'll be 26 years in a couple of days. Um, but with regards to the bathrooms, it's interesting that that's such a really hot topic because there have been a couple of times where I was out and about and I thought, oh man, this could get weird. Like this could get weird, and automatically I think, okay, there's probably a girl's restroom that I could duck into and just remove myself from a weird situation, or not, give anything the opportunity. And think about that. That's so funny because I'm looking to that as a safe place, possibly the very safest place for me, right? Because a man can follow me in the men's restroom, he can follow me anywhere and do whatever because he's had a bad experience or for whatever reason. And so it's interesting, that when I'm in the women's restroom, I'm like, I feel safe. It's one of the places that I feel the safest in, but it's one of the things that everyone's going, it's dangerous, get these people out, get these people out. But the reality is everybody's who's in the restroom with me is safer because I'm in there. That's the reality. But it was just an interesting thought that I had the other day that, oh my goodness, the how ironic that is, like, literally in my mind for a trans girl, it's one of the only places in the world that I literally am safe from all the men and the weirdos and the angry people and the righteous whatever. And but anyway, there's no point to that. It was just a random trans thought.
No, it's not random. A lot of you probably have to think it that way, unfortunately.
Well, I bet a lot of people probably do seek refuge, that way. If things are getting weird and they're trying to get away, they're probably not going to run in the men's restroom. That would be a not safe place to wind up for sure.
Thanks, everyone.
Guys, thank you for that.
Thank you for the rose.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Wow, we got some top
Oh,
viewers.
nice. We do. Thank you for being here, guys. We appreciate you so much. Hey, look, go and join our Discord. Check out our link tree. We also have a blog that we did a few years ago. You'll see that some of our views have changed because we've had so many aha moments between then and now. And but join the Discord, follow us if you're not. If you think this will help anybody, guys, please share our information. I don't know how long we're going to, be getting on and doing this, but, as of right now, we want to share this experience. We want to open the dialogue so that you don't have to be suspicious from your coworkers and your, people that you run into on the street.
Aww.
So thank you.
Perfectly 840. That's so sweet. I've watched everything. LOL.
Oh, yeah, thank you guys. If you have suggestions, if you have comments, if you have questions, if you have topics that you want me to cover, go ahead, please email me or direct message me or put it here and we'll try to catch it. But I want to answer those questions. I want to answer the questions that are so confusing to people. I don't have all the words, but give me a shot. I'm not afraid of any of this. I'm not ashamed of it. This isn't deviant. It's just different. And I know it makes me happy and smile. And your people are going to be different people if you let them dress to their strengths as well. I just want you to be comfortable with that. That's all. Guys, thank you. Please join us. It's May 25th. And it's 6 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. And let's just keep getting together and just keep being the grease and not the gravel in the world. That's really what this still's all about. So thank you for being here. Thank you for asking the great questions, being respectful. And if you're trans, hang in there because so many good people are out there and they'll support you and they'll defend you and they'll protect you. Just don't give up. They're getting the information right now. They just don't have it all yet. So don't give up on them. They're getting there faster than you think. So hang in there. Guys, thank you for being with us and for being amazing. So nice to be with you. We'll see you Wednesday.
Thank you for a great evening.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Cheryl loves dogs.
I need to turn this.